Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eric Nolen, and I'm a fellow game design major here at Full Sail University. This is my video reflection for our Overview of Media Design and Technology Industries course. I'm going to go ahead and start it off by asking the question and then answering each one afterwards. What was something you learned about your industry that you did not know before the start of the class? I would have to go ahead and say there's a few things. First of all, I did not know the amount of money that were going into the production of these games. Tens, 15, 20 millions of dollars on something that these games, they technically have not gone up in price as inflation would say they have. Games back in the 60s and 70s technically cost a lot more than they do now. Games would be costing around $120 if the prices were still similar. So it's kind of a conundrum or a paradox where you have game prices going down but so much production money going into them. Also, I learned about the industry websites, the professional spotlight, even gaming knowledge that I hadn't had previously. Also, I learned, let's see, about the graphic design and game artist fields. Those were really interesting to have a little view into those fields where I hadn't had previously. Being able to dip your foot kind of in the water of those other disciplines should help me work better with them when I'm actually on a team with a lot of these different disciplines and even then some. Next question, did this course help you confirm your decision to pursue this degree? I didn't really think I needed any confirmation. I was already set on my decision, I felt like, but it did validate my decision a bit more about the path I'm choosing. I feel like I want to be in this field because it's really amazing. Even whenever I saw the video in my professional spotlight, I used one about the game designer daily life in the day of a game designer. Excuse me. And whenever I saw that, I was ready to graduate and find a job just right then and there. I mean, to be working daily on levels or some aspect of game blocking like she was, I want it now. But at least I feel like I have the next best thing where I'm learning about these things daily or whenever I need to. What is one assignment that you really thought was helpful or that you really learned something useful? I'd say the assignment that was the most helpful was the network plan by far. It really forced me to create that lens that the consumer, the employer, and the general public are going to be seeing. Before this, I was totally comfortable letting anyone and everyone kind of know everything. I didn't have filters on things, or privacy settings really. Now I feel like the game has kind of changed. I really have to keep it professional, and I should be, you know? But, however, I would probably say that I found the plan of attack the most useful though. The network plan was the most helpful in the long run, I think it'll be, but the most useful is probably the plan of attack because it kept me grounded in the middle of the week and from week to week when I would kind of forget where I was at in the class, what I needed to do, what assignments were coming up, things like that. It really helped me do that. What is one thing that you would add to this course? So I thought of a few things right here. I think something that I would add would probably be just to change the networking plan to be a first week assignment, and then what we could do with that is you could create small follow-up assignments on top to build on top of that networking plan throughout the week. Excuse me. Each one could be on different aspects of maybe the kind of different factors that go into making a successful business profile or networking plan for your future, for your whole future. So at the end of the class, after we have these assignments, we would kind of have this good foundation for our future set up. because we've had 4 or 5 assignments working on this whole uh, thing just for us. And then another thing I was thinking was an assignment that introduced the actual programs that we would be working on in a day-to-day basis in our fields. So for example, some game design majors, they could possibly be working on some aspects inside of a game engine or something. Some game artists majors would be working on some really maybe some sketching programs, be familiarizing themselves with actual hardware or something inside that major, something like that. I think those little bits of experience with game engines, hardware, and stuff inside your fill would really plant that seed for people to grow and flourish. Because whenever a student gets into that and can find that creativity and know they can go and they can grow that whenever they want, then you've really got something there. And if we can get an assignment that kind of forces us to do that at first, then it's going to be great. And even for the people that aren't so maybe proactive about it, they'll still get that exposure before their career begins, and then they're dropped into it, you know. What is something you did not find useful or would remove from the course? I really wouldn't remove anything. Everything was really useful, from the community discussions to the hardest assignments. I thought everything helped. Everything grew on top of another thing, and I think I'm gonna take it all and take it to heart, and it's gonna help me along my whole path. Well, that concludes my reflection video. Thank you all for watching. I wish you all the best of luck in the future, and hopefully I'll see you later.